Welcome once again to my YouTube channel. Today we're in day 5 of May Talks, and today we want to actually discuss some pertinent issues. I want us to interrogate the spirit of fatalism that is troubling Nigerians. I was in my estate chat room today, and somebody made a post about Peter Obi, that he went to the Brekete family program and he was outlining his plans and purpose for this country. And I read through, and one of the things that I noticed was that he was saying something that his plan 1 is education, his plan 2 is education, his plan 3 is education. Then he gave instances of his achievements as governor in Anambra State, and I was impressed. He said he didn't involve his people in government. His son is struggling on his own abroad. The daughter is a teacher and she's happy with it. And he didn't. His government is not for his people. And then the security vote that people use, the people that are in power still, and use as the largesse, as what they use to probably settle the gangs and the cultists and all of that. They use as thugs. That he used it to build up the primary school, the education system in the state when he was governor. And he also said something about a lodge or whatever that belongs to the government. He gave it to UN and they are probably paying rent. I cannot really remember fully now exactly what he said. But the thing is that I was quite impressed about the things he said. It seemed that it's somebody that has clarity, nobody that had the understanding of what he wanted to do. And I can relate with that because I know before I became dean, I knew that I had some plans. So I was not foisted on the people. I knew what I wanted to achieve. I had a vision, in short. So this I could therefore this kind of release. I mean, it had I could relate with it. Then let me just put it like that. But so I just said, oh, if these things are true, then probably this guy is it will be good for this country at this time. And so I just made that comment that somebody said, yes, these are verifiable things and all that. But then I went on. The people that went on to start making comments that if they will allow him, if people will not let sentiments and all of that to control their decisions and all of that. And I was like, who is prepared to allow him? This is our country, a country of over 200 million people. And then you say some people are the ones to allow. If somebody can actually become the president, yes, maybe somebody may look at it that I'm being simplistic about it, but for me, I am not. I have come to understand one thing. It seems we do not understand the power we have. I've watched, I think, Trevor Noah on his the Daily Show interview at least 2 Nigerian artists now, and he continues to make the same comment that the way Nigerians are confident that not many other countries on the continent of Africa have such confidence. And at first I was just wondering what is the guy talking about, but later I realized really many of us I wouldn't know, but maybe people call it gra, but it's that's a local balance. That's just a way of saying that people that are pushed through, that are just Nigerians are for even the statistics are also showing it, even that they are the most educated immigrants. That is what is rammed into our heads. You have to get education. That's the only way we can get out of poverty, you can get out of limitation and all of that. It may not always be probably may not always be will I call it now the answer, because employment Nigerians don't understand you can actually also go for entrepreneurship. Many of them are stuck with looking for government job, but I don't know how many people government can actually employ. So that is the only way you can have prestige when you do government job. I even knew my own mom, my late mom. No matter how much she was making for her business, for her, my father being a civil servant was supposed to be richer than her. Myself being a government worker was supposed to be richer than her. Not agreeing that she herself with her business was actually doing better than everybody else. So, but the point I'm saying, these have been stuck into our heads as Nigerians that you just go for education, you go for education, you go for education, and there must be something that actually makes us, when we go out, we excel. So to that extent, I may actually agree with what Trevor Noah was saying. Yeah, it may be he should understand, he should know. And then you also see that probably it is not to be He's not being considered. That is also something that probably one have seen about Nigerians, and also maybe that's why some people also look at them as being quite lousy and all of that. But then that is just it. I remember an experience I had when I was doing my sabbatical in Ghana of a young woman that's living later. I knew she was Argentinian now, so whatever like that. And I just had to tell her she was so dirty. I had to let her know. I cleaned up the house. My husband was telling her I just cleaned up and later she was complaining about that. The place was too clean for her. So, and somebody was telling me, say, well, if it's somebody from their country there, that the person would rather be complaining rather than to take action. I said, so why would I be complaining? If I could tell the person I don't like the way the state, because we're sharing a flat, I don't like the state of this house. And I didn't ask you to even clean it. I cleaned it. My husband just said, okay, let us just join hand and just clean the place up. And that became a problem for her. Because probably she just loved the dirt. But I cannot stand dirt. So that's just as simple as that. So I don't know why I should be stomaching what I don't like. I mean, for me it doesn't make sense. But let's go back to the story. This is just by the way. So that now having been described, how Nigeria having been described by being so self-confident, and then you begin to wonder, really, when you look at the state of racism in America, the way I saw it, for the first time, I was really understanding. I've read books, I've probably watched this, I've heard all kind of things about racism. I've even read Alex Haley's Roots and all of that. I watched the film, I've read the book, but I never really understood or conceived the level of racism until the time after George Floyd's death, and that was how I began to really fully understand, because it didn't make sense to me. How someone treat you like shit and you take it? So I now understood. Probably you can be in a country and then you are not made to feel like you're a citizen of the country, but I wouldn't know why Nigerians will feel that in their own country somebody else should decide for them, and that has been the problem. For me, I don't think it is, and I get irritated when you see people that should be statesmen. We think they have to go to some people to get their. I remember a very big politician in this country that had to go to Niger State, to a general place for the person to be endorsed to declare that he wants to be president. For God's sake, this person's vote is one. Then you mean you cannot get Nigerians to understand what you can offer them, and then you see what you can do for them, and let them understand that. Yes, there are cabals, there are all kind of things. But for God's sake, what I have seen is this: if Nigerians will agree to come together and take their voters card and vote, the facts of those votes we can't. And I saw it happen. Let me remember now, whether it's 2003 or 2007 now, that Shomole contested. He contested as governor in Edo State. I saw life, and he just said, people go and vote. Leave the rest to me. And really, that was, he had evidence. He was compiling evidence at that, but yes, he was denied at first. But he had enough evidence to prove that he was the rightful candidate, rightful winner, and it was given to him by the court. And I've seen that even when he too became a problem for those states, the people still said they don't want him, and they supported the current governor to get it, that they don't want to be imposed upon by the godfathers of from Lagos State or wherever. And the people went out to vote, and they said they don't want it. They will not be, nobody will be imposed on them. But not necessarily because the other candidates is so good or better, but they just said they don't want somebody to be deciding for them their fate. And that just was an important factor. Then let me also look at another factor is the factor of Lagos State. There was a protest vote that brought a governor into Lagos State. But what am I saying? The long and short of all the story I'm telling is this: that when we go out to do the right thing, get our voters card, get registered, and do all these things, I'm telling you, leave the rest to God to do. That is just it. Leave the rest. That God can only back up what you have done. If you do not do anything, there's nothing for God to back up. That's the long and short of all the story I'm telling. Don't let us become so giving up and saying the politicians, after they always have their way. They don't have to. Let's trust in God and let's do our part, and let's see what God will do with it. God bless you. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to like this video. Don't forget to share it. Don't forget to comment and tell us what you think about what we are saying now. We are seeing on this series, we are on the 5th day, and God helping us, we will continue. So God bless you. Thank you very much for being there, and watch the other parts as this is a series. And God bless you. Let's know if you have any other thing you want to discuss, your comments, your views. Let us have it. I'll be glad to share them.